Sitting with the smoke molly on top of his back. On the side of Cloud9, however, smoke and then Stewie with a nade set. You don't necessarily see the nade set come out, and that's over towards the B bomb site. So this is a great idea by Stewie. That nade is going to do some great damage. As well with the double flashbangs, he's going to be able to really delay those terrorists. And unfortunately, that nade not doing as much damage as he would have liked. Only about 40 damage onto Stanislaw there. So Stewie, I'm sure, would have liked to seen that nade do a little bit more, but nonetheless, Liquid moving towards that B bomb site, getting ready to group up, and in comes that smoke from...
It's a front smoke site, and they're going to have a molly as well. Yeah, wrap through construction. Stewie knows what's happening, but his teammate falls, and it is all on Stewie. Already has a player in CT, but Stewie needs to get some kills, and he's only able to get one. He will go down. Skadoodle catches one of the wrappers, and the bomb is actually down just outside by that bench. And Twist, he has to fight into these CT players to try to get the bomb. Nice shot automatic. It is just Rush alone in a 1v3. He has eyes on the bomb, and they're running into each other, actually. So this gives Rush a chance, as the bomb will get safely to Coffins. And look at the damage dealt towards Nitro. Don't count Rush out here. He has a kitten armor, but no, Nitro will hit the headshot. Liquid will take the pistol. And I like the wrap idea. Although maybe a flash would have helped towards that CT push, because Skadoodle just got the lucky time and he catch the player with the bomb as they wrapped. But the players in sight found really no success.
That was a great strat by Liquid. They're opting to go for the wrap instead of going up into the site, mostly by default. The setup in towards B side is generally the tri-box coffin area on pistol. Maybe you put a guy second oranges. So by Liquid wrapping, what they do is they isolate that guy into sight and really just go after that coffin guy. That allows them to get that one-on-one. It was in great fashion as well. Unfortunately, they did lose the bomb for a brief moment, able to recover it very easily, and Liquid picking up this first round here.
Stan has already gone to the CZ of Stewie. So that was an early pick for C9, as Liquid are now going to still have A apps control. Nitro's going to meet them here towards brackets and mid. As Skadoodle will spot this out. A couple of safe shoulder peeks with his P250. Gets info, will fall back. He'll concede arches for now, but he is going to continue to peek from library. Gets a dink in, but Nitro's able to contain it. Elysia's going to go now with his SMG.
I really like this here from the C9 side. You have Tarek pushed up on that lane area with Rush anchored in towards that site. The rotations are coming in, and automatic picking that kill on Elysia now turns it into a 3-on-4, and Stewie through the smoke onto Nitro. Now 2-on-4 as they're moving into the site, and automatic with the nail in the coffin on the strat here, leaving Twist in that 1v3 scenario.
1v3 for Twist. He gets the flash. Can he isolate? No. Stewie hits the headshot. C9 with pure numbers and just catching Liquid off guard. And who else comes to that smoke other than Stewie? As they will go 1-1. Early trades. And look for them to force back here, Liquid. Not wanting to let this one get away from there early, but also you still have to have this fight and drive early, especially as probably disappointing how that round went.
Yeah, that was a very spectacular round from Cloud9. Unfortunately, Liquid going down a man number right at the start, especially on a map like Inferno, where you're faced off against really tight angles that always benefit, you know, the umps, the SMGs are really poised in those fights against AKs. So what ends up happening is Liquid ends up going through that wrap, and that's where you see those tight angles come into play. It starts off with that first Deagle kill towards the end of lane, and then towards that wrap side, where Stewie comes through the smoke, well, he just opens up the round a whole new, and that allows automatic now to peek the library because the wrap guys are now looking at that smoke that Stewie ran through. So that was just great overall timing done by C9 to not only win that round, but I would say they kept enough people alive to win that in convincing fashion as well.
It is very hard to play anti-eco safely on Inferno. I'd say it's one of the harder maps next to perhaps Cash. It's difficult to manage it, right?
The thing about Inferno, you are able to take that mid control. And what Liquid did was they took the mid control. They didn't really have too much info on everything else. And Stewie getting the kill at Banana also kind of put them away from that Banana area. They didn't really want to go back there. So when they came back to the middle, they were like, hey, we're already up here. Let's try wrapping. Let's see what this gets us. Unfortunately, it got them an automatic kill in library, and then Stewie pushing through the smoke, and C9 picking up that crucial second round here on their CT side.
I really like Inferno to the fact that it's a hard map to be good on, especially as an Opera on T side. Like, it's a hard map to be like a decent Opera, right? Because it's so hard to find those opening picks. Top Banana, maybe you'll get lucky. Mid, perhaps. But outside of that,
Well, you can.
It's
You
so
can
many
also
tight
you can also
angles.
do the old nip push through the halls, or the
Yep.
flush push, where you go all the way through halls down the staircase. You pick end of hall stairs. The mid push with the op, obviously that's
So
standard.
to arch to porch.
Right,
Yep.
and then you have your. So there are angles to develop. Even the lane to boiler pick is very viable for
Yep.
that early pick because you're able to not only get that pick, but you have the sight right there to jump out. Anybody chasing up the lane, well, you have rifles pinned up waiting for them. So the op is a very strong weapon on this map. However, you do need to build to that economy point. And on a map like Inferno, if you're really unable to string together rounds and keep that economy high, well, chances are you're going to be buying that low utility, buying up M4s.
Yep.
The op might not be in play as much. So going on to C9's CT side, I'm sure in their mind, they're thinking about how can we get an op on the field as quickly as possible.
Am I a bad person if I miss the top banana smoke from arch side? Does that make me a bad person?
I mean,
I miss the ability to, like, you don't have to rotate a person to help out the B players.
it just kind of
It was kind of OP, wasn't
It
it?
makes you lazy, yeah.
It makes me
you
maybe
lazy.
BM a little bit,
it makes you lazy, yeah. No, if you 100%, the best thing about the fact that they took away the skyboxes on Inferno was that you had to now rotate to help your team on the other side of the map. That was a big issue for Inferno, was the fact that the CTs, let's say we're not getting pressured at A site, well, hell, let's throw our smokes over to B and help our B guys out. That essentially, that allowed you to now delay the round completely at B, and if you wanted to, you could stack 4 towards that A site the entire round. So right away off the bat, that skybox being taken off, huge factor on Inferno.
Did they change the skyboxes above A site as well? Or are those still as open as they were?
No, you can still smoke
Okay.
over the A site and throw the motive smoke from the middle. It's still proper, still viable, and that
I used
motive
to see
crucial
teams
part.
smoke mid from pit. I don't see that as much anymore.
Smoke mid from pit. What do you mean?
Yeah, like back A pit to smoke top mid by brackets.
Yeah, you could still do that if you wanted
Don't
to.
see
but
many people doing that.
I guess it is a little bit more passive. I mean, what I'd have to say about Inferno mainly now is what they've allowed the CTs to do is they don't have to use their smokes as much.
Yep.
They can play into that default passive setup within the pit. They can double up big pit. They can double up site. And it's a little bit more viable than the old Inferno that I felt was a little bit more open in the big pit. There was less angles for the CTs to play. And with the Valve's update, that really gave the CTs that huge angle in that small pit area that you can watch the wrap from. So that addition on Inferno A was huge.
I also like the dynamic of banana. Being a place where it can be heavily contested at the beginning or completely ignored. And it comes down to the CT's best judgment of what utility to use early or late, and he based on the pace of the Ts. And I think that's almost an overlooked dynamic in the part of it, like in the sense
Well,
of...
the banana meta now has changed from, well, basically I've been doing this for a few seasons now. Essentially, if you don't want to challenge banana, you smoke the top of banana, you smoke their car. You take control of that car area, and you just make sure that they can't push all the way down. You don't even really want to contest banana because of the fact that nades, Molotovs, I mean, if you are contesting, the CTs can put out 2 nades that can eliminate 1 person before you even see anybody. So generally, banana control isn't fought for anymore. You do see a little bit more passive, but from time to time, yeah, teams do contest it. They do try and go up, but that's usually later on in the half when they're noticing a tendency like maybe they're not throwing Molotovs, maybe their pre-nades are coming out a little bit later. That's when you might see Liquid exploit it.
Well, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. The issue has been fixed, and we are back in game. C9 Liquid will continue. As we mentioned, C9 upset in the forced buy after Liquid won the pistol. So you can see what Liquid get on the table. As C9 are looking to just take an early lead on the back of a round that they got a little stroke of luck in.
And this is what I was saying right here. You don't see that contention right away from Liquid. They wait for those nades to come down, and now they're going to push up towards that B bomb site. And that pop flash pushing Stewie back into the site here is going to allow Liquid now to move up to that car area after the smoke fades.
Looks like they're getting ready to explode with these pistols and 1 SMG they have.
Nice Molotov there by
Well-timed.
Stewie.
He's using that skybox a lot with the nades and his mollies. I haven't seen too many players actually take advantage of the reverse skybox, right? Because I know you can use it to bounce nades at first oranges.
There's
but
actually
he's doing the reverse.
there's a retake setup.
Yeah.
Well, you saw that with the Molotov, but there's a whole retake setup that you can play from that one spot that Stewie was at with your nade set. But nonetheless, Liquid moving into that B bomb site on the force buy here.
Automatic dodges the flashes. He's going to jump in and fight. Only able to get 1. It's actually Stewie, the man, to find frags here from back quad. He gets 2 of them. And now they know exactly where he is, and he's unable to find any more. But he did a nice job spraying through that smoke to slow down Liquid, who now will just get the plant in. Are they going to do a little cheeky boost here? They will. Elige will go up. with the M4s. They have salvaged 2 M4s and hang on to the one UMP
get
they
one.
started with. Spray is on point. Tarek goes down. It's rushing Skadoodle, and Skadoodle will hit a nice shot with his UMP as it's Stanislaus stuck at pillar. That molly
Huge.
forces Nitro all the way out. As Skadoodle's flash is perfect. They are both blind behind the pillar.
Oh
They
my
swing,
God.
though. Skadoodle was unsure that both of them were behind the pillar, and Liquid will pick up that round.
That's so unfortunate for Scott. That was a perfect flash, and somehow both those Liquid
crazy.
players lined up behind that pillar perfectly to stay out of Scott's crosshairs. And unfortunately for Scott, when they re-peak, it's a great shot for them, and Liquid picking up their second round here on their T side. Wow, I cannot believe it ended up that way for Skadoodle.
Just perfect positioning. A good diet.
And we do see another force spike come out from the Cloud9 side. They force spike right back into it.
Based on how close that was, maybe?
For sure.
Yeah. So they can get the M4 out on Scott. He's actually going to go for a little bit of a skill jump. Didn't quite hit it. You want to jump up on those flower pots. Hey, apps are like paper-thin walls now, so you don't see a lot of contestation coming out from CTs anymore in A-halls. You do see it once in Blue Moon when it's like pistols, maybe a shotgun, or a very aggressive rifle round, but that's tendency has fallen off. As you can see, C9 setup actually. It's a 4-1. And as I mentioned, they have full trust in Stewie here towards the banana side of the map.
Full disclosure, I have like 2 or 3 aggressive hall setups.
Do you?
Yeah.
Thanks for letting me know. I'm going to watch some demos. Oh, 1 for 1. Rush will go down to Elige. Tarek's immediately there for the trade, but now they know exactly where he is. Has to use his little bit of utility to get out. Automatic? No. Can't catch Twist. As Tarek's calling for some help from Stewie. As that bomb was thinking about going out brackets and trying to get to porch to A, but it's just going to now go back to B. Twist shuts down Stewie, and Tarek
is about to run
yeah,
into
he's going to get
Stanislav.
caught off.
And there it is, Stanislav picking up that kill onto Tarek. Tarek had the option to save. I mean, he was probably just looking for a few more kills. The fact that Cloud9 bought up into that round was because it was very early on into the half. And to be honest, I mean, it wasn't that big of a deal here. Liquid, yeah, they're going to get their 4th round, but Cloud9 still very much in this here. It's still very early on into the half, so at this point, I wouldn't say that was a big deal losing that round. However, moving forward now, they're really going to have to do a good job avoiding those force spies and managing their economy as we move into this mid to late half.
The lone flash behind the USP army. JDM will get top banana control. And Liquid playing it very safe for their utility usage, although they know C9 are in this exact situation. 0 chances as Stewie's waiting for that flash to come over. It'll go. How blind are Liquid? Not so blind as JDM. He was playing counter flash, but he only gets 2, as Automatic's able to reload his USP, but it's very optimistic in my point. With just USPs, I was being very optimistic for C9 there. I like the idea. You have to go for some kind of play like that. Taking down 1 player.
I love the fact that even though Liquid, 4-on-2 and they know it's an eco, are
Yep.
still smoking everything off.
Exactly.
They're making sure that Cloud9 aren't going to get any easy kills and burn into their economy, and that's crucial. I mean, at the end of the day, it's $300 to guarantee you're not losing your gun, and I love to see that out of Liquid, taking that precaution, and that's a testament to how good of a team Liquid is, right? And that's why they're a top team.
A lot of lower NA teams will feel the confidence boost of knowing another team's on a half buy or just some plain old pistols, and they'll overlook the power that utility brings even into those rounds. But top tier teams, they as you said, no chances are being taken. It's clean CS. It's for the round. Not worried about it.
My thing is, I basically call it getting lazy around corners.
Yep.
And it's to never check a corner, half into it basically.
Half-butted.
And that's why Cloud9 Liquid, they're above the rest. Nothing's ever done half well. They're always putting their all forward, and it really shows here in all their matches online. And this is why it's a phenomenal match in front of us. Oh,
Double nades in the face. Goodbye, Nitro. Well placed from C9.
He got knocked out by that nade.
He did. Throw him back into the wall, and that's where he'll take a nap for the rest of the round. As they are going to play very close behind the smoke of Stanislav. Every time I've watched Liquid play
Look at
Inferno,
Elige
Stan
now.
does this all the time where he plays around the smoke.
Elige has crept himself up all the way to the end of Hall. So if this pressure from BA can actually pull over Tarek towards that moto, Elige just pulling off that A Hall's area. Could have been lucky enough to get Tarek towards that moto area, but that chance is gone now. And we do see Liquid moving back towards that middle area now for that control.
He's just going to flash. He's going to go with Twist. Skadoodle's going to be playing towards Straw. I know some people call it hay, but I'm sorry, it's Straw. Hate to be the man to correct you, but that's what it is.
I like this. They're smoking off big pit here, and they are going to go for a wrap. So that's going to leave Tarek isolated here. And that small pit guy in
Great flash from his teammates, though. All the way from pit, from downtown, from the 6 that got thrown.
Oh, it was a double fake. That was great.
And now they're going to walk commit this. I think Stan's going to wait for the smoke to dissipate and then start to make his move, as they do have one player in CT. That is Twist.
Only 15 seconds
yeah,
left.
They got
and 2 people on B. This is going to be hard pressed for Liquid to actually get this bomb down, especially if Stewie just plays this fast.
Oh, Stewie goes down to Stanislaw. Automatic playing Coffin. 7 seconds. All he has to do is drop the bomb planter. 5 seconds. Automatic's being very passive. A flash comes over from his teammates from Banana.
No.
Ultimately gets him killed. That flash will hurt Automatic more than it will help him. And Liquid are getting not only a little bit of luck there, but they are just being extremely clean into these rounds.
That's very unfortunate for Automatic, who's in a great position to pick up that second kill. Unfortunately, that team flash. I want to say that team flash was it. It costed Cloud9 the round. It looked like it was going their way. It looked like we were going to hit that 4-2 scoreline. But God, that team flash, it's unfortunate to see.
Did them in.
Yeah, it's unfortunate to see, and that tack pause coming out, well-deserved for Cloud9. It seems like right now they're not off to the pace that they'd like. They're just slowing the game down, maybe bringing Liquid down to their level right now, because Liquid right now, they're playing in phenomenal form, phenomenal pace here through this first half.
It looks like C9 on the lost bonus train will just have to be in the typical quasi-buy situation. Depends how many people want to actually go in on it.
Well, it does look like they're not going to spend too much money just off the sheer fact that, hey, they want to be able to get some good utility, good nades going into next round. They are rocking with money loss bonus at this point, so they are going to be able to do that if they do save properly. And only Stewie, Automatic, and Rush having the armor is a good start.
Liquid immediately go into this A-Apps. 2 players will clear that. Tarek spots 1 player in Mexican. Or Mexico. And he is going to just simply give that duel up. And you can see C9 are taking a very heavy commitment here.
Yeah, why not? I mean, at the end of the day, they are going to send Stewie back to spot. But putting 4 people towards that A site doesn't hurt anybody. I mean, you're going to go off the gamble stack. If they come to A, well, you're poised to very easily take that round. If they go to B, well, go for some exits, and you can make most of it later. So this is a great idea from Cloud9, just moving in together as a team and making those pistols work for each other.
They may catch a break here. So it looks like Liquid are peering towards the A site, but it's based on the time and if contact is made before a certain amount. Nice shot from Tarek.
Great
Goodbye,
shot.
Elige. As Twist will immediately trade it back, but it looks like Liquid are committed at this point. They're not falling back. They're wrapping in through Porch into the A site. As Automatic was going to be hot on their heels, and Tarek's continuing to deal damage. Look at him go. He's got a second. Even has time to reload. Will he get a third here? Tarek dancing around. Default, no. Can't line the third shot required as it's Stewie with a P250 and a 1v3. Good damage out from Tarek, but he was the only one to find any kind of success with the pistol there.
Yeah, and Stewie now saving that armor. That's a great choice out of him. He's got a flashbang on his back as well, so it's not a bad idea. Might as well save that. You don't lose anything for saving on CT. So at the end of the day, great choice out of Stewie. And that sight hold from Cloud9 looked like it was coming to life there for a bit. Unfortunately, though, Twist, Nitro joining together there, picking up those entry frags, allowing Liquid into that site, and what looked like was going to be a great Cloud9 hold initially.
Well, is the change in this game going to be Skadoodle's op coming into play and having utility? Stewie may make out like a bandit here. I think he'll live. He's good. So he's got the AK. Not bad. $300 pistol to an AK. Granted, Nitro was already heavily tagged. 6-1. T-side Liquid looking great. As now, C9 will get the big guns out. Very back and forth start at the beginning. Liquid were the ones to capitalize. And you can see how far the capitalization has gotten them. As Op is out on Ska and everything else, that's nice to go along with it. They're equipped to the teeth and ready for a war in this round.
And the 3-man aggressive play from Cloud9 towards the B is going to send Liquid flying up towards that halls for the quick A control. And like I was saying now, you see that contention being put down. by Cloud9, and Liquid are not worried about it. They're just playing the passive. If they want to, late round, they'll go back for the retake, but it's no use to contest that early round, especially if you're just going to eat nade damage and not even see anybody. This is a great idea out of Team Liquid here. And now they will be moving into the mid phase of their strat to take that bracket control and maybe run a fake here. We'll see what happens.
Minute 5. The opposite Skadoodle.
And that's exactly what's happening
Banana.
here, as they are going to put that pressure towards that A site. But that extra smoke coming down towards B, I think that's going to keep them a little bit delayed. It'll be interesting to see if Liquid opt to force this smoke here. No, they flash it, go through.
Just Skadoodle.
And there it is.
Yeah, Skadoodle was full blind from that flash. Just sprayed down from Nitro. Now the B side is open for the taking. Stewie going to try to be the bouncer he needs. And he may just come through the smoke, waiting for a flash through his teammate. He's going to go. Will catch Nitro. No, can't get the planner. And the player quad will hang on as it's Tarek 1v5 retake. And not even going to get out of the smoke.
Was that flash in the air, or was it straight through on Stewie's level? Because
I feel like it was a bit above Stewie.
Okay, and then the try guy just didn't unfortunately get flashed.
Yeah.
That was a great idea from Stewie. I mean, the pop flash coming in through the smoke. I liked everything about that. Unfortunately, the one guy who needed to get flashed to allow Stewie to open up into that site doesn't get flashed. Stewie gets taken down. Liquid hit their 7th round here. And I hate to say it, but Cloud9 have to do something here to stop the bleeding.
Maybe
they have to change up the pace 100%. And Stewie's op going aggressive may be the start of it.
Just the AWP. A little bit of a cheeky boost. I've seen that used before. It's a little bit of a level difference. As there you go. Stewie finds Stan. Now he knows Stan loves to play around that half wall, play around the smokes towards top banana, and this time Stewie will punish him for doing just that. And immediately, though, he's out of there.
Yeah, this is a good job from Stewie, moving that op away from where the terrorists know. But it does look like the terrorists are going to read that a little bit as they do flash out mid, move back towards that B site where we only see Automatic holding with a deagle. Now it's going to be on Stewie here to really rotate around, catch up to Automatic at that B site, and help him out. And here it comes from Stewie. Is he going to be able to make it over to his buddy in the B site right now?
He's got his shoes tied tight, and he is certainly running it out. As Twist is just perfectly waiting for this perfect crosshair placement. Just so calm in it. And Stewie is the man, as we said, to have impact. He's going to try to peek from Coffins, beats the flash. That's Nitro. Stewie's going to go.
Great flashes in to keep Stewie behind that
waiting.
smoke. And now JDM's pushed on it.
Ooh, he gets a third. Look at Stewie go. And he's making so much room for Automatic in the site to just keep peeking. Stewie kept all eyes on him as it's Twist in a 1v2. 3K already. He's the Liquid's clutcher.
Oh, wow. Stewie made it across. He's going to catch Twist in the side
oh,
right here.
He missed the shot. Look at Twist. He has room. And Stewie misses again. He's going to re-peek with 10 seconds, though. Twist has to get this bomb down. He will try to bait the peek out. No, look at the reserve on C9. Not wanting to peek it out.
Great
and there
patience.
you go. Stewie with a 3K showing you he realizes with the clock's up and shows you how aware he really is into this game right now.
Unfortunately for C9, though, only keeping 2 people alive into that round isn't going to allow them to really bolster that economy now. Their economy's still in shambles. Liquid's going to be buying back like nothing ever happened. They're going to have AKs on the field, the full utility situation. So just to point out, like, C9, yeah, they may have gotten the second round, but that economy not being in their side puts their backs back against the wall. They need to win this round, or less they go on a Nico. And if they go on a Nico late into this half, I hate to say it, it's starting to look like Liquid will run away with this.
Especially with this T-side start like this. The desk did say C9 will probably get run over on Inferno.
Yep, and I voted against it. I was going with C9.
You're not supposed to announce that. Oh, supposed to go against your own word. So you're always right. As Twist is pushing up towards default, he will check balcony.
Oh, wow.
Goodbye rush. Catches Tarek. Keep in mind this is a rifle round. This is a full buy for C9. And look how easy Liquid makes it look. The bomb will get planted, and do C9 even go for it? Now, Stewie's already running away. He's made the call. C9 are out of there. They're going to try to save. As Liquid will get 8 on their T side, and their mountain of cash is just ridiculous at this point.
I do like the fact that Cloud9, even though they are down numbers, they are in a very sticky situation where this half is running away. nobody is overextending and really trying to close out that round. They understand the crucial importance of saving your guns on a map like Inferno and building that economy, because you need the utility, you need the Molotovs, you need the smokes to really help you into that late round and put that pressure on the terrorists to make those mistakes.
Because it's a map that's very difficult to find success in CT side aggression.
Yeah, in most cases. I mean, you have the banana
There's certain
aggression.
situations.
Well, you have banana aggression on
Yeah.
Inferno, and that's the CT sides no matter what.
Yeah.
Like, CTs can control banana at the start of every round. I mean, that's a given. The aggression towards other sides of the map, like
harder.
the A-halls, that is harder to do.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, the economy, well, having that utility at least allows you to secure a crucial area like the banana every single
Makes
round.
crossfires easier.
Yep. Well, it also allows you to not necessarily set up in a crossfire, because you can leave your teammate somewhere and say, hey, instead of being there to crossfire, I can pop flash for you now. I can help you in some other way than necessarily just set up with our guns, and now we're both hoping to frag out. So that's the impact of utility on a map, or on any map, and really building that economic factor.
Slow game for majority of the players on C9 side. Stewie's trying to get them back into it. As we will jump into round 11. Double ops come out from C9. Now, perhaps is the answer. We've seen them keep the op on Ska towards Banana once. Stewie's had a big play with the op towards Banana. Now, perhaps just splitting the ops up and having control and vision on both sides of the map will be the play.
And there it is right there. Cloud9 for that aggressive banana control again. I mean, they haven't even taken it over necessarily, but Liquid don't know that. I mean, all you really have is Stewie opping at the top like we saw Ska in the previous round. There's not too much pressure being put out, but nonetheless, one person has successfully taken all of banana.
It burns a flash if they want to go back and try to take it. Yep. Or something similar. Skadoodle may have his hands full. No, misses the shot. Splits the two. Baits for Automatic, who is able to get two out of that position. Great success for him, as the trades will come in and we'll sit at a 2v2. And yeah, Tarek is just going to set up shop here. Except he's not selling to anyone on Team Liquid.
Putting down that smoke as well towards that middle is going to allow Tarek a little bit more room with that bomb to play with. And now you see Stan having to burn those nades to really make sure that Tarek isn't in that area here. And while that's all happening, JDM, phenomenal shot towards that lane onto Rush.
Now Tarek, he's left shop.
Ooh, I like this.
And he's going around town.
Is anybody going to turn around?
Oh, it comes down to timing, doesn't it? He's going to peek, gets the first spray transfer. A little off the mark, but JDM has an op. He can post up on this. Flash comes over. And now JDM just gets the bomb. And the question is, does JDM fight? Does JDM run?
And he's running to that B bomb site. And I really like this from JDM, not taking the chance of fighting, going for that post-plant scenario, which, of course, in a 1v1 is a lot harder on the CT to win.
Well, the bomb is just going to get planted now. Where will JDM go? Tarek finds a kit, so he knows he has that 5-second bubble still to work with.
Now JDM's moved to that back try because he thought Tarek would be coming from that CT area possibly, but Tarek moving up and over banana.
Tarek's going up and over.
That's going to make it very hard.
He's going to jump up. Noise has been made. JDM knows. Can he hit the no-scope? Tarek hits the hop, gets on the other side. C9 get 3. Big clutch for C9. They need to start stringing rounds together, and I think this is a starting point for them.
Excellent round there from Tarek. Coming into that banana, he doesn't go through the staircase. He comes up over the box, jumps onto second oranges, hits the ground, and then goes around to his right. As far as JDM was concerned, all the sounds were made on his left or on his right queue, on JDM's right there at the try. But Tarek coming around on JDM's left, I mean, JDM had no idea. Great round from Tarek. Third round on the board for C9. But once again, the economy factor here is going to be crucial. C9, if they aren't able to pick up this round, they're back onto that eco. And Team Liquid, once again, take the driver's seat of this half.
If the CT side is ever going to come to life, I think it has to be now.
100%. I mean, there's only 4 rounds left.
It has to start now, of course. As Molly's going to run in, and jeez, he may burn, but that's 2 entries. As Tarek gets caught out towards lane, and now it's a free A site. C9, I don't think Stewie and Automatic are going to move.
And once again, they're going to save, and this is exactly what they didn't want to happen. The second they won the round, I mean, they get reset, shot back down. And now Liquid hitting 9 rounds, forcing Cloud9 maybe onto that force buy, or even a full eco, and just keeping the op and the M4 on Automatic and Stewie respectively. They still are hard-pressed to come back into this. Liquid doing a great job on this T side, really setting this pace.
Stan wants to hunt.
But look where Automatic is. He's probably not going to let him into the site here.
Is he, though? Ooh. Oh, he uses those jumps perfectly. Catches Stewie in automatic. Does he want to shoot? He will now. Misses on the first, and Stan finds the second. No gun save. Worst case scenario.
I really like that from Stan. That was good play. Nice movement. Nice sneaky beaky like.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that.
He realized they could have had something set up, and he dodged it.
Yeah, and now Cloud9 going back onto that eco. I mean, they didn't even save any guns.
Nothing.
So it's a full. I mean, they're going in for that force buy here this late into the half here. So Cloud9.
It's a late reset, isn't it?
What's going to happen is, I mean, they're going to save. If they lose this, we'll see Liquid go on to 4. Cloud9 will probably save the next, and then on the last round of the half, Cloud9 will finally get their buy-in. Nonetheless, I'm sure this isn't what they wanted to see.
Definitely not a great spot for them. But the CZs have worked magic before, and perhaps they can again. As we can see, it's C9 rolling the die, and they're hoping it doesn't come up Snake Eyes. As they've realized Liquid have been very aggressive towards mid-brackets. Although Liquid have done a nice job of switching up their pace, their defaults have been switched up a lot.
A full A stack from Cloud9.
That's a lot of commitment.
I mean, at the end of the day here, that's the boldest thing you could do, especially not having somebody over there to spot Banana. I understand the logic behind it. They're just, once again, going for that gamble stack. If they do get lucky enough that Liquid decide to come A, well, in that fact, 5 CZs set up in that site should be able to take the round. Unfortunately, Liquid pulling that bomb off to the B bomb site, they're going to be heading in to a free plant.
Now, C9 could just full 5-mine save here.
Yeah, I mean, once again, I said it earlier in this half, it's not a big deal if the CTs save. You don't lose anything for saving.
Yep.
But if you do go for it, well, you're losing things like armor, flashes, smokes. That could be crucial later on into the half. So this is a great job from C9. They're most likely just going to opt to go for some exits here. Nothing too big.
So they're on what? This would be 2-round loss?
No.
$900?
Well, after this.
After this will be $900.
Exactly.
So it's not even enough to like maybe justify a little bit of
exactly.
utility.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so just stay alive.
So they have to double save regardless.
Yeah.
They might as well keep it going into next round rather than have a USP save if they were to go for this.
Yeah.
So
how many kills does JDM have on that op? Do you see that number?
How would I see
in the bottom right?
186,000. 186? 186,000.
DM king, isn't it?
186? That's a lot of op kills.
Op kills. Lounging in that DM. As Liquid will hit double digits. As mentioned, C9 probably just buy a little bit of utility in the next round, get rifles out onto 15. As we will perhaps see C9 go for another little risky play, whether it be a push this time, some mid aggression. We've seen the nades. We haven't seen the nade stack push, which is quite popular on CT side, especially when we're going for half buys. I imagine it's going to be something again to try to just catch this Team Liquid off guard, which is seemingly hard to do right now for C9.
It does look like Stewie going towards that banana area is going to take that aggressive control if he can, and this is great to see here. As once again, Cloud9 able to control that entire banana area with only one person. And once again, for Liquid to take banana back, well, they got to create presence. Flashbangs, Molotovs, and that's going to allow the rotates to come in from C9. But right now, that heavy lane stack is about to be met with contact.
Right now, Liquid are getting into a situation, and it is just a hoedown, and it's looking pretty good right now for C9 for what they had, and now they have bomb control in first pit. Russia's going to find this low HP player of Stan. He goes down to 5. He needs help from JDM. Can't land the shots.
Big.
But Stewie, certainly within the realm of possibility.
I hope Stewie goes through the halls here in the 1v1. He is going to go lane. He might get himself a lucky kill.
He gets here in time, though.
But it's going to come down to Stan. If Stan is watching that lane, he is watching his flank. And JDM joining in suit, and now they know exactly where he is.
The shoulder comes in of JDM.
That bomb going down, that nade taking Stewie
Another
to 13.
One. Yeah. Oof. The double nades come in. I mean, this half has run away from C9. But almost expected, as the desk said. But certainly, perhaps not in this fashion from Liquid. 11-3. C9 will buy what they can on round 15. 3 M4s, 1 op, a FAMAS. I mean, 1 Molly. It is very bare bones for CT's side. C9 are just, again, going to settle into nothing crazy, very similar to what they've been running. Skadoodle will hold top banana early. If he misses a shot, he'll fall CT. And the A setup is fairly similar to what we've seen from them thus far in this game.
Ooh, Skadoodle getting that pop. He may be caught there. No, just makes it into sight. Nitro turning that corner a second too late. But again, towards that B bomb site here for Liquid, putting that pressure on. There's that same pistol round smoke for that stairs that causes C9 to be a little bit weary now. They're not sure if Liquid's going to be going for that wrap or if they're going to be pop flashing in and coming right into the site. So that's a great little smoke that Liquid has used to just mess with C9 here in this mid round. And now as we go into that mid phase for Liquid, we will see that left side mid smoke come out most likely. We will see that control come in from Nitro, Elige.
A lot of pressure on Tarek. One player in sight and your arch player is already gone. Rush is in the hot seat. Tarek perhaps can bail him out. But as soon as they realize they have no pressure, this player's going to have to turn around. Skadoodle gets caught. They'll even smoke CT. Stewie is all alone. He's clicking the panic button and the life alert. But I don't think anyone's going to be able to get here in time for C9. As he'll sit, try, perhaps gets a little lucky timing. No, shut down from Stan. Liquid are popping off right now. We're looking at a 12-3 half on the T side of Inferno. That is a daunting half.
Yeah, that's a great half coming out from Liquid here, setting the pace early on and really taking it to C9. Basically telling them, hey, we're here to play today and you got to play on our level. Unfortunately, C9 going into that first half, unable to keep up with Liquid, I feel like. I feel like Liquid was making all the right moves here and C9 just coming up short in a couple factors. The most being that, you know, mid-round scenario when the round starts dying down and Liquid slows it down. I felt like C9 was a little bit struggling in that sense. But nonetheless, Liquid doing a great job throughout this T-side half, starting off these rounds with the early picks and closing out these rounds very convincingly.
And C9 tried different things. We saw the double up once, found no success. They've tried leaving Stewie top banana. They've tried having Skadoodle there. They've tried switching up the positions, the crossfires towards mid. But it seems like Liquid did a great job of controlling the pace. They staggered at which times they want to get banana control. The only staple in their pretty much setups for nearly every round was A halls, which you can base a lot around that. But there was just little to no breathing room for C9 to make any kind of big play.
Well, yeah. Well, C9 was doing the best thing that they were doing on that map on the CT side. Well, they were doing the gamble stacks towards A. They were smoking down the end of banana, but I felt like even though they had control of all those areas, it just seemed like Liquid was 1 or 2 steps ahead of them.
Yep.
Of course, I'm not sure how many times these teams meet online, how many times they scrim each other on these maps, but it felt like Liquid had a bit of a read on them. They were able to pull out of those gamble stacks. The only real gamble stack that didn't go their way was towards the end of that half where you saw the 4 lane players.
Yep.
And even then, JDM and Stanislaw were able to slow down that round, really bring it back, and then it ends up being 2 nades onto Stewie to finish off that round. So I just feel like overall, Liquid right now, I think they're firing a little bit more on all cylinders. And speaking of firing on all cylinders, Twist, 18-6 here, 125 ADR. I mean, he's 40 points, 43 points above his next teammate in terms of damage. And that's great.
That's kind of insane.
So there he is. Nitro, the second up there, 14-7 with 82 ADR. So Twist, high above his teammates. I mean, but on the other end, Nitro doing a great job with 3 first kills in the round. I mean, he's opening up those rounds there for them.
Well, we are getting ready to jump into the second half. A 12-3 is certainly a daunting and scary score for C9, but can they rally, and can they bring this back in map 1? Keep in mind it is a BO3, but it's always nice to pick up the first map in a BO3. As we will see Skadoodle and Automatic pick up some utility. Stan will do his typical kit smoke. And I respect Stan, P2000 users.
That's a hard gun to tame. I'll be honest. I'm not a fan of it. I prefer the USP, and anybody I see using a P2000 has my respect.
I'm on that list. That's Tarek. Thinking about coming out Boiler, but I think they're waiting. Just going to wait the clock down a little bit, make Liquid sweat as they do have the molly smoke and 4 flashes. And they will throw the smoke all the way over towards Library. There's the molly, the flash
nice
behind
molly.
it. It may force Twist out in a moment.
God,
No,
it
it landed in
short.
front. It bounced in front. And Twist is allowed to continue to fight towards pit, in towards site. And it makes it so hard because now the teams are panicking. Which way do we push? Do we push Library? Do we push this pit player? Where do we go? As Stewie tries to do something, but it's Twist still staying alive. seemingly forever, even with the bomb down.
This is great now. Because Twist is alive, they're basically just pinching this site
Only
here.
7 bullets.
And nobody's able to really frag out. Everybody's in this position now on the C9 side where they need to pick up frags.
Yep.
And being posted in that site, pinched in that site, they're basically bumping into each other around their straights. And
Not a lot of room in the A site.
Yeah, no. Twist sitting in that pit, he's just able to pick off 3 very easy kills. Great round out of Twist. Unfortunately, that flubbed Molotov towards that big pit was crucial.
They flush him out. They can then push into pit. They can then worry about
maybe
porch
they don't
lane.
even need to push into pit.
Right.
Maybe they push Twist out of that area and into their Glock, right?
And they don't even have to then worry about behind them, too.
Exactly. So what ends up happening is Twist being able to stay in that. They're hard pressed from 2 sides. And very easy round for Liquid to clean up. Great job out of them. 13-3 is the scoreline here.
Bomb plant for C9, so very reserved second round bye.
Well, this is a great idea out of C9 to go for that second round live because Liquid's going to hit 14 rounds here. So if they were to force buy, lose this round, Liquid get onto 14, well, their following buy isn't going to be any better, and Liquid's going to get onto match point. This is a great idea from Cloud9 now to just save this, bring AKs into the next round, and keep Liquid possibly off that tie 15th round.
We'll see how safe Liquid are going to be here. They realize at this point that they are just against pistols. And you can see the setup here. From balcony to site, JDM gets the drop onto Tarek here as he'll re-smoke towards A-Apps. As Stewie is trying to, and pretty much hoping for someone to peek him. That's how it mainly goes with the Eagles. You hope someone just happens to line up perfectly.
It's a nice angle here by Stanislaw.
You can even call for a flash as soon as he spots this player. But he is going to clean up Rush. No, just barely doesn't. And Stewie hits him with the strafe Deeg. As Rush and co are now going to try to push into the A site. JDM using this headshot box to its fullest. As Automatic will hit a nice shot. All of a sudden, Skadoodle cleans up pit. This is another plant.
If Automatic makes it to big pit, this is where it gets scary. Okay, now Automatic anchored towards that big pit. They don't have Molotovs to push him out. He's got an M4. He's playing small pit, so he's able to watch that moto area push into the site now. And all Skadoodle has to do within that site is watch lane. Very scary situation. 4C9.
Yeah, they smoke on the bomb. Yeah, they will spot Skadoodle in the box, and Nitro makes it look easy, doesn't he? Clears sight, then worries about first pit. They'll find the bomb, they'll defuse it. That's 14, but C9's next buy is going to be really strong. 2 bomb plants, 2-round loss.
Yeah.
They're going to have cash, so it's going to be a brawl, and it's one that decides the game ultimately.
Yeah, 100%. But just going into that round there, I really like the fact that C9 were able to get into those positions. Unfortunately, both of them were kind of playing, well, neither of them was really playing that contact position where they were going to take the shot and tuck in, nor did they really have the HP to do it. I believe both of them were sitting at around 40 HP. So regardless, if you do get peeked and you're not able to tuck in right away, well, you're going to get killed. I would have liked to seen them go for that just because I felt the M4 of Automatic could have done a little bit more in that round. Unfortunately, it didn't get to shine there. But still, great round out of Cloud9, getting that bomb down and picking up 3 kills in the process.
C9 fighting for early banana. They'll use some mollies and flashes. Meanwhile, Rush gets caught towards mid. And now C9 perhaps feel like maybe they're coming up mid. We should just funnel in towards B.
Well, they actually pop cleared mid. So they saw Rush, they get the frag, they don't see anybody else. And now you're actually seeing Stanislaw rotate over towards that B bomb site.
Big win for Nitro. They boosted Elige. Stuck in first oranges, gets the smoke out. Skadoodle can't find him. As Elige is able to dance around, get back to second oranges. Skadoodle misses a shot. Elige, what a hold. A 3K for him as he works around the smoke just so beautifully. As it's 15-3. I don't think this is what the desk meant by stomping. Perhaps they meant a nice tap on the shoulder, 15-10 maybe. Perhaps not this kind of stomp.
Yeah, that was a great round out of Elige, playing on top of that first box in the site. He gets that initial frag, drops off, drops the smoke in front of him, and it doesn't stay in that area. He allows himself to go now further back towards that try. Actually, that kill, when he jumped out of that smoke, I was really surprised he got that. I thought he was at a disadvantage, but wow, great job out of Elige there towards the B site to get Liquid onto that 15th round.
And look at C9's buy to try to stay into this game. Extremely bare bones, not looking too hot. As C9 are going to take things slow and methodical. Not wanting to give up the first kill. Nitro's flashed off the corner, but he's going to re-peek, re-aggress. Good win from Tarek. So they get arches, and they're going to try to fight back. Great flash in. Elige calls for that spray control on point as he finds Automatic. Was sloppy for a moment. It doesn't really matter as Twist will clean up Skadoodle. It is just Stewie and Rush, and make it just Rush in a 1v4.
And now JDM, he just looks away, but he is most likely going to pick up this kill. He does spot Rush there. Ooh.
Baits it out.
Baits the shot, but I hate to say it. Unfortunately, in this situation with you have Elige anchored towards that site, and you also have Twist on that lane, Rush is not in a position to win this round, unfortunately. He's going to have to pull off some phenomenal shots to even get himself into that post-plant scenario. And once he does, it'll be a 2-on-1. So he does get the first one. And now Elige with 14 HP does give Rush the option, or the opportunity now, to get that kill into sight. But I really don't see him winning this into the post-plant scenario.
Gonna have to play perfect, and they can't. The lead was just so big after that first half, and Liquid will walk away with it. 16 to, I believe it was 3 at the end there.
Yeah, what a great match there from the Liquid side, coming out with a bang. Wow.
Really was.
Confidence. I mean, even the rounds that they were winning, they weren't close rounds. They were confident rounds on their CT side, confident rounds on their T side.
Very tight Counter-Strike.
Yeah, the rounds that, were getting close, you saw Liquid come together, slow down the round, and really allow themselves to really get that information before they progressed, before they started looking for any more kills. The only real round in that half that I thought Liquid played terribly was the round that they wrapped, and those CZs took advantage.
That was after they won Pistol, right?
It was the exact second round in the first half. I felt like in that round they were a little bit too preemptive, didn't do their homework a little bit of scouting, and the separation of players within that automatic getting